It's all about the perfect timing. And then something like this can happen. Or this. And how did this even happen?
Ooh! Oh.
The parachute opened at the moment when we all had already said goodbye to this guy.
Oh my god.
This guy didn't expect that today he would be drinking from the Holy Grail. He probably won't even be hungover tomorrow. Sometimes danger passes us by just a couple of feet. And sometimes it's fractions of an inch that separate us from danger. Like in the case of this guy, who seems not to have noticed what he just narrowly avoided. If this plane had landed a second later, it would have crashed into another plane that had just taken off. Basketball players synchronized, and here's the result. These kids clearly sat down at the right moment. I haven't finished yet. Because of cases like this, many of us still believe in the value of vending machines. This seabird was in the right place at the right time and seized the moment. A man hid behind the player so well that it seems he disappeared. Although, who are we kidding? He did disappear. I think even if they decided to repeat the challenge, the results wouldn't be as cool. This guy went down the water slide in a very slick and original way. Such a random coincidence. This kind of color match only happens once in 100 years. Ronaldo didn't score a penalty. Something even more fascinating ended up happening. Perfect timing and training helped avoid a serious injury. This miniature golfer decided to feed a passerby and didn't miss.
Look at this, Peter. Look at this shot. Look at this. Might go in. Might go in. Might go in. It isn't.
Thanks to this coincidence, airline advertising has reached a new level. Judging by the sphere's reaction, the shot wasn't that great. Ooh, perfect timing saved the girl from a bull. One of those shots that happen once in a lifetime. This waiter should get extra pay for agility. This guy will have something to brag about to his friends. Legend has it that the girl is still looking for her ball. The biker didn't have time to dodge a piece of rubber flying off the car in front, but his helmet saved him. This Ukrainian helicopter flew extremely low and fast and managed not to hit anyone. And the drivers of both the truck and the car were born lucky. Meet the youngest son of Poseidon. This guy has some pretty cool skills, but can you imagine what it took for him to learn it? Taking a photo on thin ice almost turned into a catastrophe, but they managed to avoid it. Look at the perfect way this ball stopped. This guy calculated his actions exactly and caught both bottles. These skaters were less than an inch away from a collision, but they managed to avoid each other. And here, the fisherman miraculously dodged a marlin, which is known for its sword-like nose and the ability to reach speeds of up to 68 miles per hour. This guy should be in an action movie as the main character, instead of a swimming pool. This boy ran onto the field, stole the ball, and managed to escape from security. He's going places. That's what perfect twerking looks like, when the phone travels from one pocket to another.
Down! Say hi!
The chances of the guy on the hoverboard catching the ball from that distance was 1 in a million, but they pulled it off.
Let's go!
Cocktail service turned into magic. This guy planned to steal things from the store, but the police happened to be in the right place at the right time. The ball flew off the table, but miraculously landed in the pocket. How is that even possible? This couple summoned lightning. They caught up with a flock of ducks, and here's what happened. It looks so cool. This wind turbine fell safely to the ground. These people were very fortunate, passing just before a would-be disaster. Overtaking in the air certainly looks epic, but just imagine what the passengers felt watching this from the cabin. I always suspected that acrobats have superpowers. Otherwise, how can they avoid crashing into each other? A good way to silence a friend who may be too talkative. Not sure what the point is, but it looks neat. This must be the most dangerous person in the world. That's one way to impress a girl. And this girl was safe and sound thanks to perfect timing. An explosion of the underground power grid waited for these guys to pass. Yet more proof that poltergeists exist. First, there was a person. Then, there was no one. The skateboarder accidentally pulled off a cool trick. Fortunately for the person in the elevator, the board missed him, and he was able to get to his destination without any more issues. This woman clearly upset Jim Carrey with her Jenga failure. Are they really human? For the sake of such a perfect shot, spilled beer was worth it. This guy developed some unreal timing skills and training. Here is not only a good skipper, but also a decent hat catcher. What happens when several dozen skiers synchronize? The way the skateboarder skillfully jumped over the leash surprised everyone, except for the dog. That first shot was due to the player's merit. The second was definitely due to perfect timing. Finally, someone managed to cheat the claw machine. Percy Jackson, is that you? And this was very dangerous, but luckily it ended well. While I can't do anything with a jump rope, let alone backflips, this guy does it all. Recovering from this was simply unrealistic, but somehow he managed to do it. When you throw one axe and two come flying, thanks to your friend with great aim. This kind of trick can only happen if you're not trying too hard. So this is what you can do with a slinky, not what he did with it when we were kids. How to give your friend an orange in the coolest way. With a job like that, this guy must have great timing. You could say this is the most perfectly calculated parking I've seen in a long time. These guys did everything as they were meant to. Caught the fish and let it go. It's the kindest type of fishing in the world.
Here comes my triple.
This guy makes burgers so effortlessly. The cat fits this role perfectly. After a throw like this, the beer tastes even better. This skateboarder managed to stop a second before. Take a look at how cool the honoring of the Air Force planes look from this angle. If timing is on your side, you can do incredible things, like this archer. This driver decided to turn around at just the right time. Nope, it's not a zombie apocalypse, just a training session in China. The worst axe throwing we've seen all day, but she got lucky. This soccer player bent down at the most epic moment. The waiter has excellent instincts. He saved the wine at the very last moment. How do they manage to perform such complex tricks so synchronized? This man caught all 50 balls and hit the jackpot. Who else thought he was about to fall? Not today! And this is the original march of Turkish guards in front of the mausoleum of the founder of the Turkish Republic, Atatürk. This truck avoided a collision with a car, took a sharp turn, and went off the road, but miraculously did not fall. Due to strong winds, a huge sign fell on a car with a woman inside. By some miracle, she was unharmed, even though she sat in the front seat.
In the back of her home.
Lightning struck right next to the house, whose owner entered just a second before.
Seeing a lightning bolt hit her mother. No one was hurt and the fire put out itself.
That's all for now. Be sure to let us know in the comments which moment impressed you the most. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.